It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and I want to talk about last year's April events. But first of all, we got to do two things. We're going to put these sick pink aviators on. Yeah, because that's the kind of mood I'm in this Saturday morning. And I'm also going to move my webcam down just a little bit. I want you all to see that I'm sitting on maxed out energy. Why, you might ask? It's just to make you mad. I need you to just relax and deal with it. Just understand that that's there the entirety of this video. And you gain 1 energy per 6 minutes, right? So I'm going to move this back up there, and we're going to check at the end of this how much energy I've gained. It's going to be 0 because I'm maxed out. And I wanted to share that with you because, again, it's just kind of mood I'm in on this Saturday morning at the end of March. So let's discuss the events that happened in 2021 on Hero Wars Mobile first, and then we'll jump over to Hero Wars Facebook and web so that you all can know, at least on some level, what kinds of events to expect in the month of April. Now, disclaimer, what I'm about to tell you does not guarantee that these same events are going to happen this year. In fact, I can guarantee you with 100% certainty that some of these events will be different than last year. All right, so with all of that being said, let's start with Hero Wars Mobile. I am on a Hero Wars Facebook screen right here, but I'm just keeping it up just so we can chat about it. I'm going to put some overlays up, so it's not even going to matter. Now, I've basically done a video about every single one of these instances, tasks, events, whatever. So if you're curious about how the event went, I'll try to put the links to some of them, the more important ones, in the description box down below. I'll also add a couple to the end of the video, but there's just too many events that happened last year to include all of it. So let's jump into the mobile side of things. First of all, the hero of the month was Cornelius. There was a judge rework. The big judge overhaul happened in April of last year. Happened early on in the month. And then later on, there was a Judge Soulstone event as well. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. The Hydra activity was actually added. And for those of you not familiar with the way that Hero Wars works, about once per year, they add a really big activity, or they make a really large change to an activity. This year in 2022, I believe we're going to talk about the global championship system as the big change that took place this year. So I wouldn't expect another big thing to happen. The Hydra activity, of course, introduced Titan artifacts to the Hero Wars mobile side of the game, and that's going to lead into the boycott, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But I don't expect any large activity changes to take place. Probably some quality of life improvements. There's definitely going to be more events throughout the rest of the year, but I don't see any large activity additions or changes for mobile anymore. On the first, they had a Thea Soulstone event. For those of you that are not familiar with the way the skin schedule works, the first week of April, we get Masquerade skins. Last year, we got Thea, Judge, Helios, and Isaac Masquerade skins. This year, we already have the teased information of Tristan, Zhu, and Martha. And I want to take special care to mention this because a lot of people are thinking that we may have a Martha Soulstone event tied up with this Zhu, Tristan, and Martha Masquerade skin release, but that actually didn't happen last year. All we had last year was a Thea Soulstone event that tied into the Thea, Helios, Isaac, and Judge skins. So I am hoping that we get a Martha event as well as a Zhu and Tristan bundled together, but I wouldn't count on it. I'm sorry, mobile players. I'm really sorry. On the 5th, the Blessed Lands event took place. This added the new hero Tristan and the Blessed Role or Tribe. Now, of course, that's been changed to the Way of Honor, and we have a whole list of Way of Honor heroes. I believe this was the 2nd or 3rd tribe that was added to the game, and it was at this point that I really started having some concerns about how much of a noob trap tribes were. Of course, I'm glad to be wrong. The faction system is great. It's definitely shaking up the meta. There are still some aspects of it that kind of concern me, but you know, we're not going to get into them in the point of this video. There was a Guardians of Outland event on April 11th. This is a Skinstone event. The Judge Soulstone event happened on the 12th. That kind of overlapped with the Guardian of Outland event. There was an East meets West event on 4/14. That's a Qingmao and Aurora Soulstone event. Treasures of the Valkyries was on April 17th, but we just had a TOV event, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen again. It would be nice. There was a Daredevil Soulstone event on the 21st of April, an Alvanor Soulstone event on the 24th of April, and then a Runic Millstone event, which is the Hero Runes Glyphs event. That was on the 27th of April. That kind of rounded things out. But of course, the addition of the Titan artifacts caused the great boycott of 2021. Did anything change because of this boycott? I think so. But I'm just a humble YouTuber. What do I know? Over on the Facebook and web side of things, the hero of the month was Zhu. I made a great video saying why he wasn't the hero of the month for me, but now, unfortunately, it seems like he is the absolute best damage dealer in all of Hero Wars Facebook and web, if you don't count Sebastian, I suppose. Zhu is an absolutely integral part of any new player's account. Going forward, bar none, you need to level up Zhu. Because of his incredible boss killing abilities, which he's had all along, but the fact that he is the damage dealer in the LOL Osh team, I mean, you just need to level him up. On the 1st of April, we had Time for Pranks. This was the Masquerade skin event for Hero Wars Facebook and web. You did get chests. I think they were called the Merry Masquerade boxes. You did get these chests, and these chests contain 5 soulstones of your choice of the 4 heroes that got the skins. So again, that was Helios, Thea, Judge, and Isaac. And I don't think that it's actually been 100% confirmed yet, but the Masquerade skins for mobile being Zhu, Martha, and Tristan, I would imagine that there are also Zhu, Martha, and Tristan on Facebook and web as well. Of course, we won't know for sure until the first week of April when the event takes place. Spring Rebirth event. This is one of those lottery events where you do all of the tasks to collect the different keys, and then you go into the mini game that you have to turn over the different eggs, and there's 3 grand prizes, and then you can reset the board once you get the prizes from that you need, and then you keep doing that over and over. We had it on the Black Friday sale last year. The last time we had one of these events, a lot of the community thought the rewards were kind of nerfed a little bit, so I don't know how they're going to change it for this year, but if you're curious, just go search Spring Rebirth event on my channel. Elemental Synergy happened on the 9th of April. We had Astro Day on the 13th of April, and this was something to do with Russian astronauts. It was a pay-to-win event. There weren't any tasks for it, and this was kind of showing off the astral skins or the stellar skins. Unfortunately, there wasn't any new ones, and I don't expect there to be any new stellar skins or anything like that this year either. On the 15th of April, we've got Alvanor. The hero Alvanor was added to Hero Wars Facebook and web. The Grove Keepers were added as well. That tribe really hasn't impacted the meta too much, although Alvanor is a pretty strong hero against Osh, so keep that in mind. On the 23rd, we have Time of the Fearless. That's the free-to-play event that usually happens after other big events. And then rounding out the month, on the 29th of April, we had Rainy Season. That is the Water Titan Soulstone event. There was also an Arachne rework in there for Facebook and web, but I forgot to look up what date it was before I started recording this video. So just assume for mobile and Facebook and web that a hero is probably going to be reworked. Of course, Artemis was just reworked on mobile, so I'm not sure that mobile is going to get another reworked hero for April, but Facebook and web probably will. And I would say with pretty strong certainty that both mobile and Facebook and web are getting a new hero for the month of April. So new skins for all versions of the game, potentially a new hero for all versions of the game, potentially a rework for all versions of the game. And there wasn't last year the Soulstone events for Facebook and web, but there will be Soulstone events this year. We know what those are already for the next couple of weeks. It's going to be Arachne, Fox, Heidi, Ishmael, Jorgen, Kira, Marcus, Mojo, Ziri. No particular order, although I do know that Arachne is first, coming up on the 29th of March. I wouldn't call this video a leak video. This is more of a recap video because, you know, if we understand our past, we can potentially understand our future. Because those of you that don't pay attention to the past are doomed to repeat it, or whatever that saying says. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. Please do not forget to make your war attacks if you have not done so already. I'm about to jump in and do mine. I'm going to do a really big chest opening video. I've got so many chests from season passes and Dominion quiz and all that. I want to do videos covering all of those probably later on today. Stay tuned for that if you care about me opening a bunch of stuff and jamming out to some sick tunes, as it were. These glasses making me feel some kind of way, guys. I don't I don't know. It is not nearly warm enough for me to be wearing this kind of hat and these kind of sunglasses here in the greater St. Louis metro area, but I'm not taking them off. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.